Hi friends, welcome to DTK Food and Travels. Today we're going to make something that is so simple that you can eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And it's the instant bun dosa. We have showed recipe on this channel before on how to make the bun dosa, but this is a different recipe. This is how to make it instantly. So let me just go over some of the ingredients that we need to make this. The first ingredient is half a cup of poha. You want to go ahead and make it into a fine powder using the blender. Then pour that into a bigger blender jar. And to that, we're going to add some more ingredients. The first ingredient you're going to add is 3/4 cup coconut and half a cup of water. And go ahead and blend this into a paste. This is about what it will look like when you're done. And to that, you're going to add 1 cup of rice flour, 1 teaspoon sugar, half a teaspoon yeast, and half cup water. And halfway after blending this batter was pretty thick, so we ended up adding another half cup more of water, and it came out perfectly. So for the total batter, you would need 1.5 cups of water. And this is the batter that was still a little thick, so we went ahead and added half a cup of water, then blended it. And as you'll see here in a second, it just came out perfect. So that's about the consistency that you want for this batter. There it is, it's coming out perfectly. You want to get it to be a really smooth batter, and this is about the consistency that you want. Now you're just going to go ahead and pour this into a bowl, cover it, and leave it for an hour. And 1 hour is plenty of time for this to rise. And we made this in January when it was pretty cold outside and inside the house, and this rose perfectly, as we'll show you an hour later. While this is resting, we're going to go ahead and make a chutney for this. So for the chutney, you need half an onion, just sliced or diced, however you want to do it, and then 2 cloves of garlic. And you're just going to go ahead and saute it in a little bit of oil to get the raw taste out. And once it's cooled, you are going to go ahead and put it into a blender jar. And along with the garlic and onion, you're going to go ahead and add 2-inch pieces of ginger. We used about 2 to 4 green chilies. You can use less or more according to your spice level preference. And we did use 1.5 tablespoons of roasted peanuts. These are the red peanuts that you can buy in ethnic stores, the red skinned peanuts. We toasted it and removed the skin. And then 1 stem of curry leaf and 1/4 cup coconut. And there's another ingredient that we're going to add, which is the roasted chick split peas or chana dal. You add that, and that's what gives it the chutney its thickness. Then of course you add salt as needed and water. And you're just gonna go ahead and blend all of this together, and your chutney is ready. And you just want to go ahead and set it aside, and we'll get back to working on the bandosha. So this is what the chutney looked like. With that amount of ingredients, we got a bowl full. And this is the batter about an hour later. See how it was not this high in the bowl when we had put it in. Now it's almost about to flow out of there. Heat up a palapam vessel, put about a teaspoon of oil in there, then 1/4 teaspoon of mustard seeds, and then add half a diced onion and about 2 sliced green chilies and some curry leaf. So we're gonna go ahead and saute this, and we did this on medium heat. And you want to go ahead and add it to the batter. So we did not put salt in the onion mix, so we're gonna go ahead and put the salt now, and then go ahead and mix the batter really well. And we're ready to get started on making the dosha. So I had the vessel here, the palapam chatti, on medium heat. Just gonna add a dash of olive oil or coconut oil, whatever you prefer. And you're just gonna go ahead and pour 1 ladle in there. And the oil, we only did it with this first bun dosha, and for the rest of the doshas we didn't have to add the oil at all because it didn't stick. So if you notice it's beginning to stick, you might want to go ahead and add oil to make sure it won't stick. So after about 3 minutes on medium heat, you want to go ahead and uncover and flip it over and cook on the other side for another 2 to 3 minutes. Then your bun dosha is ready. So we're gonna go ahead and make all of them. And with this amount of batter, we were able to get 10 bun doshas. So that was perfect. We didn't even eat all of it. We had some leftovers. We made this for dinner. And see how it looks? It's like fluffy in the middle. It looks like one of those buns. And when you tear it, you can see here in a second, it's so soft inside. I think this is like one of those easy dinner or breakfast that you can make that is so yummy. Another thing I forgot to mention is you can go ahead and add carrots to the batter after you saute it in the with the onions. We didn't have any carrots, so that's why we didn't add it. That was my plate for dinner that night. It was so yummy. Thank you for watching. This recipe is also perfect for vegans, vegetarians, and for people observing the Lent.